Hey, how you doing, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of God Concept. I'm your host, Mr. Pagan. Thanks for joining me again today. Uh, you know, more knowledge, more enlightenment. I just burnt a coin on both sides. Are you really free? Provided sometimes freedom really symbolic comes when coin. You open your mind. Give your freedom one that up for the nickels and dimes. I don't have much trust for, or possibly don't have much trust for me. You know, remember to stay humble and grunt. And any negative attention just taking his shot. I'm not Martin Luther King on this journey in my life, created my own lane. Shit that I discovered watching you motherfuckers out there. Let us unite, not divide them right there with mine. It's a hard ass grind, but I'm taking my time. Plot, scheme, connive, and come up with all types of crazy shit to do to people in their lives and different things like that. Those who just living their everyday life. You know, it's to me, the game is evident. You know, if you're not a part of the club, or you're not a part of the organization, I don't know how how would you be brought in or whatever, but the case is that if you're not a part of it, you're opposed to it. And what they're doing is they're basically, ostracizing me and ruining my life and my children's life. And the fucked up part about it is these people in these organizations can be related to you and still fuck your life up. This is why a lot of people can't fathom that a lot of people would do something like this to their life. But it's people that you love. It's people that love you. It's people that supposedly supposed to give you some type of respect, and you're supposed to give them type of respect. It's supposed to be a mutual back and forth. But otherwise, they use things to control you. Your vices, your devices, material things, money, love, your wants, your desires, your needs. They use all of these things against you. It's hard for me to really even talk about this stuff because I'm in the midst of going through, something right now in my life. And I do have a lot of wants, needs, and desires and things like that. And they prey on those things. They also prey on your emotions. They prey on what they know, the things you would say and do, whatever they know about you. All these things is being used against you in your everyday life. As a child being brought up, they're being used against you. It's not right. This system has been in play by the Masonic Order, by the Eastern Stars. It's sad, man. It's sad. And when you see it in play, or once you notice it, they'll try to fuck your life up more because they don't like to be made a fool. What secret organization want to be made a fool by somebody that's not a part of that organization, right? So they'll put people in your life. They'll put places in your life. They'll put situations and relationships into your life. And I've been noticing that within the last couple of years of my life. Like, not, like this is the last years of my life. But I've been noticing for about 3 or 4 years. I've been noticing what's been going on. The drastic contrast and people in my life and me tying people together by just circumstance, by places, by location, by proximity. And it's just sad. It's just, you can't really even explain this shit. It's like it's like a fairy tale fable. You know, the only way you'll really be able to explain something like this, that's on a conspiracy level type of thinking, is if you were a part of the organization or something like that, or if you were, you know, I don't know. It's sad. I see it, and now they definitely trying to railroad me. They've been trying to railroad me for whatever reason, for whatever spiritual connection that I have, whatever mental ability I have no idea. But they will try to railroad you. And it's not about the physical. Because in real life, I'm a good dude. In real life, I don't have a rap sheet or anything like that. In real life, in real time. But they're building that on me. They're building a rap sheet on me. They're building these things on me. You know, and like I said in previous videos, they did this to my mom, right? Now, I don't even know if she's a part of this shit now, because what they'll do is they'll sit up there and do that shit to somebody, and then they'll make them a part of that shit. And then next thing you know, you're part of the problem. You know, I'm sitting up here shivering, fucking cold. Make some tea. It's fucked up because, people come into your life. Some of these people come into your life and they make it evident who they are. A lot of them don't make it evident. It's not like they're gonna tell you, "Hey, I'm with the Eastern Stars, I'm Masonic Order," but you can always tell who these people are. You could always tell when they're trying to be facetious, when they're trying to be, adversarial without being adversarial. Because what they want to do is they want to play you out of your position. You know what I mean? They'll act like they got a fucked up personality. They'll act like they're forgetful. They'll act like they're a drug addict. They'll act in many different ways. Because that's what they are. They're actors in a lot of ways. But they're actors living regular lives, everyday lives. But while they're acting, they have instructions. And these instructions are to do whatever the bidding is. They don't know why the fuck they doing what they doing. And some of them do. My thing is, I just don't understand. What do you get from controlling people's lives? What do you really get from controlling people's lives? I mean, what do you get from that? Do you think God likes that? Do you think, let me not say God, because fuck God. Do you think the Creator respects that? Because man made these gods, and man plays gods through these organizations. This is why we're having this discussion right now. Is man playing God through these organizations? That's the problem. We have too many men and too many women thinking they're God. I done turned to people that are influential and things like that. I done turned to people who know people and could help you out and things like that. But instead, they push their own faggot agenda or their own selfish idleness agenda, on a lot of people. You sit up here, you try to help out, show your worth, do your thing and help out people with whatnot, this and that. They don't show you no type of reciprocity. In fact, they just using the whatever powers at be can push you in the direction of somebody and have you there and have you help this motherfucker and have you help these people. And then those people just discard you, or that's it. That's what they do. And those same people can become jealous of you. Yeah. Yeah, I was at a place hanging out, you know, with a studio in there and everything. They got studios and all that shit downstairs. Instead of recording music, we sitting up there, sleep at the fucking studio. I wouldn't sleep at the studio. I'm in there sleep because I can't record because it's a nigga in there sleep at the studio, making sure that I don't record. When I was trying to utilize things in my environment, that's the type of gatekeeping shit that goes on. But the gatekeeping shit goes on all around the board. You know, like I said, they know people in your household. They have people in your household. These organizations have people in your neighborhood, in your household. The bitch that you try and fuck down the street. The nigga that owe you some money over there. You know what I mean? Whoever you trying to strike up a deal with or a conversation, all that type of shit. The people you interacting with on a daily basis, they have all of them in ties. You know what I mean? Not in ties, but they have all of them, you know, tied. They tied to all of them. So it's like, you really can't get away from it. If they wanted to, they could have your children try to find out certain fucked up things about you or whatever. That's how deep this thing goes. And if I haven't gotten through to anybody out there who's trying to understand this Masonic Eastern Star thing, it's so deep to the point where it's innately in you. It's embedded in you. They're already there within you. They can just activate or something like that. Like, it's weird. It's weird. You do the initiation shit, then you get activated, and then you're one of them, and then you basically could do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? You could basically be out here and play both sides of the field at that point. You know, you're a cop, you're a robber, you're the drug dealer, and you're the drug abuser. You know what I mean? You're all of that. You know what I mean? You own the trucking company and you're the truck driver. You know what I mean? You fixing the food and paying the bills. That's what they do to you. That's what they do. You know what I mean? It's a lovely thing to be a part of. You know what I mean? When you're a part of it. But when you're not a part of it, it's like they just chastise you, ostracize you, and get you the fuck out of here and get you to kill yourself. To be honest with you, that's what they do to people. A lot of these Masonic organizations in the Eastern Stars, they try to have people kill themselves and hurt other people for a sick-ass agenda. The only ones that really prosper around these type of organizations and in these type of organizations are the ones that's really into it. Because if you're not, you're just going to be used and drained, killed off and sacrificed. That's what a lot of these music motherfuckers do. That's what a lot of these people in these offices do and things like that. Because they don't really care about anybody. It's a lot of ritualistic shit that goes down within music to make that shit sound the way it sounds, to get in those studios and to do this and to do that. You know, it's a lot of ritualistic shit that goes on. It's a lot of devil worshiping and demonic shit that goes on. I can't even call it by God, because by God, what I've seen by these people, by these organizations, by these entities, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves, by these people hiding under the veil. You know, what they do is they just internally rip everything apart. And I mean, really, it's not even innocent until proven guilty. You know, they build everything up to make you guilty. How can you be innocent when they're building up cases and shit like that to make it look like you're guilty of things that you've never been guilty of in your fucking life? And that's what I'm dealing with. And anybody I turn to won't help me, because if I say a mere name or mention a mere situation or something like that, I get hung up on as if I'm crazy or lethargic or, you know, just going through something. You know, through all the things that I've been through, it all points to one thing to me. It all points to one thing. There's a grand scheme, a grand setup. All this shit been set up. It's a grand scheme and it's a grand setup. And to be honest with you, I think it was done by this nigga who refers to himself as a grandfather or a man in general. You know, you're not a fucking man. You're a coward. You're a pussy and you're a rapist and you're a monster. Alonzo M. Brown, you're not a man. You're a monster. And your accomplices, the Scanning Picos or whoever it is, they're worse than you. No, you're worse than them for doing it, for helping them. Bottom fucking line. That's how I see it. You know, I was trying to make a new way for myself because I seen what was going on. I seen what you guys were trying to set me up and do, what you currently are setting me up and doing in my life. I seen it. I seen it coming. So I started building something new. And now that I'm trying to build something new, they just going to keep on tearing me down and attacking me from all different angles. These people will build a story all around you. These people will have the feds go to different people that you dealt with or they know you dealt with. So those people can paint a negative narrative of you. And my thing is, everybody that knows me know I don't got a bad bone in my fucking body. So how can you then go around and ask people about me to paint a bad narrative about me? And not only do that, frame me, steal property from me, steal property that can land me in jail. And not only land me in jail, land me in debt. Because that is the ultimate goal. They want to land you in jail and they want to land you in debt. If they don't get you to kill yourself, they will land you in jail or they will land you in debt. So this way they'll always have a foothold on you. The slavery nowadays is not done with a shackle or a chain around your fucking neck until they get you into that system. You know, the slavery now is done through your every day. Every day you wake up, it's a new day to be a fucking slave. Every day you fucking wake up, it's a new day to be a slave. Unless they freed you, unless you work for the slave master, the Mason, the master, the Eastern Stars, them people who know about witchcraft and being a warlock and being and dealing with the things that's in the unseen realm here on earth, dealing with the spiritual, dealing with that intellectual pool, intellectual property that all of us share space in, you know, dealing with the manifestation of dreams and blessings and things like that. Do you know that there's a lot of people out there wishing and hoping and dreaming and praying something good happen in their life? And you got organizations like the Eastern Stars and the Masons blocking your fucking blessings in places where you don't even see them blocking. You don't see them blocking your blessings, but they're somewhere blocking your fucking blessings. You know, they're there making sure some people get what they're supposed to get, those blessings that's supposed to be given. They're there. They make sure they get theirs. They make sure their brothers and their sisters get theirs. But when they come to you at times, when they come to you trying to manifest something, if they don't feel as if what you're manifesting, you don't deserve to manifest it, or for whatever reason, they'll block that shit. They'll block it. You won't get it. No matter how hard you try. They'll fuck your entire existence up. Even have you kill yourself or hurt somebody else, you know, or just do nothing, you know. It all depends on where your personality takes you at that point, where your mental fortitude takes you at that point. You know, like I said earlier, I burnt a coin that I had in my possession that I bought, you know, with my own money and shined it up and polished it. You know, I set fire to that fucking coin. You know why? Because, you know, I looked at that coin at one point and I said, this coin stands for something that's good. You know, it does. That's what I thought at one point. And now I look at it and seeing it as standing for something that's evil. Because it shows an organization. It shows me an organization, an entity that plays God. And to me, any organization, any entity, any Mason, Eastern Star, whatever the fuck you are, if you're playing God with people's lives out here in everyday society, then you're evil. You're the devil. You got to be demonic. You got to be something of the devil. You got to be, nothing can be right with you. Because people who are righteous don't play righteous roles in other people's lives. I mean, they do, but they don't play a role where they're just controlling of their life. Like, righteous people don't do that. Righteous people let other people live. Let love and let live and let love. Like, I mean, what happened to, the pursuit of happiness? What happened to, not impeding anybody's progress and things like that? What happened to those truths and values and morals that we are supposed to have as a people, as a society, as a whole? We don't have it no more. Because you have people that's trying to control, that not trying to control your life, that are controlling you, that is controlling your life. You know what I mean? Outside of your life and inside of your life. It's like a central intelligence agenda that they have going on, that they've been pushing for a long, long, long time. And you are a part of it, and I'm a part of it. And I got to speak out on it because I see what's going on. My life has been set up. Just like they got Diddy running around this motherfucker, running from these people that they participated in all these parties and shit. All the motherfuckers who passed them money and wanted all the party favors. Ain't none of them running around hiding and shit, getting called the diddler. No Diddy and all this type of shit. Ain't none of them running around getting scrutinized like that. But Diddy running around out there running from the feds and shit like that, right? Where the other people? Who was he working for? Who was he throwing these parties for? And that's the thing we don't understand. That's the thing that people don't understand. You get blackballed, you get ostracized and stuff like that. It's like, it was all good just a couple, like a couple years ago when he was doing that. But now it's not good because allegations came out and this happened and that happened, right? That's how it is. That's how they do you. It was all good a couple years ago when I was sitting up there doing what everybody wanted me to do. But now I'm trying to do my own thing. When I peeped the schemes that was going on, now I'm wrong. Now I'm being ostracized. Now I'm being painted out to be some type of villain, some type of dude, some type of guy who can't control his emotions or something like that. When in fact, these people, man, they get you and they do you exactly how. First of all, these people will get you in these buildings and stuff like that and do little subtle touches or make little subtle gestures like they're trying to be close to you. And then they'll use that very thing against you. It's sad. It's sad because they use different things to play on at different times. I don't even give a fuck. I'm just still working on my music. I'm done with the system. Yeah, I'm done. I'd rather be a fucking bum before I work anybody else in the city. I don't even want to do deals with nobody in this fucking city. That's how bad it is. It's so bad that you don't even want to do everyday deals with nobody in this fucking city. Like, I don't even want to buy a nigga I don't want to give a nigga a piece of gum. I don't want to borrow nothing from nobody. I don't want to have no type of business dealings with anybody. Because these motherfuckers is like, you do anything with them and you don't know who you really doing business with. And I don't mean that like I'm trying to do bad business or I'm trying to do underhanded business or anything illegal. You could be doing upright business with somebody and they won't pay you all your money. Or they'll always find some type of scheming shit. Or they'll always try to Jew you down. Or they always try to do this and do that. Or your business will just never go right with the motherfuckers. Because it's designed that way. They prey on whatever whatever they know about you. They prey on that. You know what I mean? It's like a coalition, a group of a society of people who get together and plot and scheme based on who you are as a person and what they know about you as a person. So they probably got a secret database or something shit like that where they could look on their phone or on a computer or something like that and get a full dossier on who the fuck you are and how to deal with you accordingly. I guarantee you they do it. They got a secret database. They got to. They get a full dossier on who you are and how to deal with you and how they want you to. Not only that, how they want you to deal, how they want people to deal with you. They got a full dossier on that. I had a whole shit ran down. Oh, when you encounter this person, okay, do this with them, do this with them. Don't do this, don't do that. Do this and offer them that. And then they'll do it. You know, and that's how they'll conduct themselves with you from that point on. From that point forward, from them getting a dossier on you, that's how they conduct business with you or deal with you in everyday life or, you know, and shit like that. That's what they do. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm just seeing it. I'm adding it up and I'm bringing the information. I'm bringing the information on the God concept. I keep saying I hate that fucking word, God. That's why I got to really change my podcast to Creator's Concept. Because basically what these Eastern Stars and these Masons do, they play God. They play God. You know, not the lower one, not the ones out here. They play God, though. They play God through people in their organization. They set people up and all that. They try to play as close to the Creator as possible. You know, they try to play as close to the Creator as possible. And it's not right. You know, it's not right when you see it and when you notice it. You know, it's not right when they know when they doing some fucked up shit. It's not right. You know what I mean? I'm just sorry. I got to call a spade a spade. I don't give a fuck what you're a part of, especially if I ain't a part of it. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. If I'm not a part of it, I don't give a fuck about your group or organization. Fuck all y'all niggas. But at the same time, once somebody notice it, y'all supposed to cease and desist all that type of shit. Set motherfuckers up, doing this shit to their family and stuff like that. Y'all not supposed to be able to get away with that type of shit. Y'all not. I've been calling for Masonic justice. I want to look up some people who've got justice against a Masonic order in the Eastern Stars. That's what I got to start looking up. Because what I'm realizing is a system that's trying to fuck you over ain't going to help you out from within that system fucking you over. So you kind of got to reach outwardly for help inwardly. And that's what I'm trying to figure out how to do. Because you could talk to anybody, lawyers, who are, even if it's an open and shut case and you could spank them. Like you could spank them in the courtroom. They still won't fuck with you because, of course, they tied up. They take them oaths and everything just like all the rest of the guys. So there you go. Yeah, but I'm still making this music, doing these books and shit. I'm going to keep getting it that way. Because, yeah, it is what it is. You know, I seen it before. Did I turn that thing off? I don't know. You know, I seen it happen to people before, but I didn't know why and I didn't know how. You know, I seen a lot of people's lives get ruined umpteen times. Shit, my life has been turned upside down umpteen times. But it's like, you know, at some point you be like, damn, is that person just a fuck up? And how does this keep happening to their life? Like, how the fuck, like, what the hell is going on in their life to have shit just keep happening? And sometimes you got to really look at it and analyze it and think about the situation and just really be like, oh, shit. You know, when you really start to put two and two together and you start to put people, places, things, and situations together and adding shit up and everything, then you start looking into people. You know what I mean? You start looking into people, looking into this, getting different information, and figuring out how organizations work and how they, fuck with people in the interior and all that type of thing. It's like, then you start realizing, oh, so maybe I'll be better off getting away from these people. Maybe I'll be better off just going to a whole nother city in general, because that's what a lot of people do. You could ask people like Rod Wave. He had a problem where he had to leave his entire city to get away and become something, right? And to make something of himself. Why was that? Why did he have to escape his city? Why do a lot of people have to escape their city? To become something other than they are, to reinvent themselves. Is it because your city won't let you reinvent yourself? Is it because your city has you under some type of scrutiny that you're unaware of, or that the populace in general is unaware of? Therein lies the problem. That part. That's the part I'm talking about. Let's get to that right there. Because you should be able to reinvent yourself within your own city. And a lot of people are able to do it, but only if they got a certain type of help or if they're not impeded in any type of way. But a lot of times a motherfucker will latch they faggot ass agenda, they nut ass agenda. Some niggas just got a scheming ass agenda. Some people just, I don't know. They'll try to attach that shit to you. And if you don't take that shit with you, then you don't go. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how they do. That's how they do. They'll try to attach some scheming shit on you. If you don't take the scheming shit, then you don't go. If you don't take the faggot shit, you don't go. If you don't take the backbiting shit or just being a slimy motherfucker in general, then you don't go. They give good people, they give upstanding people the hardest way to go, because the heinous motherfuckers that are in control of things don't want to see a righteous person make it ahead. Because then the heinous shit cuts down a lot of that. The goodness in that person will cut a lot of the heinous shit that goes on out. So they'll try to blackball you, ostracize you, and whatnot. And once again, I appreciate all those who are out there who support what I'm doing, support my cause, support my fight. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody else in it but me, my kids, my family, and things like that. And I'm just really persevering and trying to do more. It's hard though when you having these type of thoughts, these type of issues that's on your mind on a constant and on a daily basis. That grind is crazy. Just trying to get back to a state of normalcy within my life is really just taking a lot out of me and taking a lot for my children to really get back in a state of normalcy. I mean, for them, they don't really see what I'm fighting or what I'm really up against. But when I was at that age and I was more observant of what was going on with my parents, with my mother, because both my parents were in there when I was little, but when I was there and I was more observant and I seen my mother going through these things and I'm wondering like, wow, what the hell is this? And she's telling me different things and I'm like, I'm kind of like thinking that, she's, losing it or whatever. But at the same time, I'm paying attention and I'm still absorbing all this. And then now to see years later that I would be going through something similar, something, pretty much identical to what she went through. That's why I could say, 100% for certain that my mom isn't crazy. She probably lost it because she's been put through a lot. That's all I could come up with, because I've been put through the ringer too. And people that go through that, they're different. People who go through these type of things, they're different. You develop a level of PTSD where you don't want to be bothered with anybody or even talk to anybody or things like that, because you never know who's the person you're talking to, or you never know if they're going to be the next person to try to get you or stab you in the back or this or that. So, you know, I looked at it as an opportunity to shine a light on an injustice that's been done for a long time to me through my mother, and now it's being done to my children through me. And it's a sad, fucked up, situation that we're living in, that we're living under. But I came up to my own, theories and hypotheses about all of this, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna just keep on building and hopefully make it away from this state of just being. Like, I just want to be in a different state of being, in a different state entirely. You know what I mean? Because right now it's not conducive to the way that I like to live or my children like to live. You know what I mean? And it's not right for you to understand all this and be previewed to all of these things. It's like I already made it to the end of a race. Like, I figured out something, but I haven't been afforded my prize yet for figuring all this shit out. It's like you playing an arcade game, the joint where you reaching a little arm in there and you're trying to grab a prize and pull it out, and you got the prize and you keep grabbing the prize and you drop the prize in the hole. Now you're trying to stick your hand in the machine to grab your prize that you just won, and they won't give you your prize. Like, the machine just holding your prize back. The machine is holding my prize, and that's how I feel about it. And I really don't want to leave without my prize, because it's right there behind the stupid ass door that, I could reach my hand and touch it. I can feel my prize that I won, that I worked so hard for. I can feel it. I can touch it. It's there. But I just can't get it. And that's how it feels, when you figure all this shit out and they still not rectifying you or making things right. When you're reaching out to different organizations and taking different avenues to make things right or make things better and report to the proper channels, then you figure out the proper channels are the ones that you need to report. It's like, wow, who do I report? The reports that I was reporting to. Like, it's messed up. I'm just glad that I could still laugh. I can still maintain a sense of humor and still be a good person at the end of the day. So I appreciate all your support and love out there. The music is available on all streaming platforms. The books, Amazon. I'm working on the audio books and I'm working on more titles and all of that. So stay tuned. Peace. This is God Concept. I'm your host, Mr. Pagan. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day.